Steve Jobs or Bill Gates?
Steve Jobs.
How the idea started?
This is a nightmare. This is not a dream, it's a nightmare.
That's why innovation is so important. What is the best AI tools for a copywriter?
So like an average copywriter can never be like an amazing copywriter with the AI. So marketing is about human nature.
So being organic is cheaper because you don't need to pay for customers.
Your product is that amazing because you can't like sell garbage.
Welcome to ProBusinessTalk, the show that brings together ambitious entrepreneurs and business leaders from around the globe. I am Miguel, your host. I am an inventor and a Brazilian immigrant, live here in this beautiful Lisbon. If you are here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button if you find value in our content. Today, I have a guest who perfectly embodies the global entrepreneur spirit, Mattia Paganelli. Originally from Italy, Mattia is now based in Lisbon, like me, and he has built an impressive reputation in digital marketing, copywriting, and international e-commerce. Welcome to Business Talk, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Miguel.
First of all, this podcast talks about business and being an immigrant. You, like me, are kind of digital nomad, and we are in Portugal. And sometimes the Portuguese people don't like the fact that we are coming here because the hands are becoming expensive and they need to move so we can came. How do you see that situation and how do you answer that criticism about our way of living?
Yeah, well, I believe it's half and a half, because if we come here, we also have money to spend. So the economy gets better because we are here. At the same time, of course, the rent will go high. But if you go, outside of Lisbon where not many digital nomads want to live, you won't find like a very expensive rent. So
easiest adaptation that you have, something that was is different from Italy, but it was okay to adapt. What is better than Italy? I mean, this is much better than Italy. And
so actually, for me, it was pretty easy because I liked pretty much everything about it here. So it was a little bit more challenging. And I think it's a detail, but I come from Rimini. Rimini is a city in Italy where we really focused on the customer experience. So when you go to a restaurant, they are very fast.
Okay.
They really care about all the experience. Okay, do you need this and do you need that? So I receive your food after 5 minutes. They are there. They really focus on that. So I grew up there and I got used about that. While in Lisbon, things are pretty different. you know when you go to a restaurant, you don't know when you go out because you don't know when you are going to eat. And because
sometimes it's a favor like the restaurant is doing to you.
If it's like that, you get there and you wait half an hour. Where is the waiter? And then you wait another hour maybe to get your meal. So it's a little bit slow. So when it comes to services, this is one thing that I found that is different from Italy. Yeah, I think the most challenging one. I say that.
And the language, was it? Do you speak Portuguese? How is your?
I didn't have any problem because first of all, in Portugal, people speak very good English. So that's one thing. And after a couple of years, I started to learn Portuguese as well. So for the language, I didn't have any problem, and it also was good for me. It's a good challenge, to speak, to be in a country where they don't speak your mother tongue language. So you push yourself to learn, new language.
And do you understand Portuguese?
Yeah, speaking
more than obrigado.
I speak it. I started to. I moved here 5 years ago, so.
And as someone that are doing the same journey. So I just came to Lisbon right now, and how is the tip, the trick to learn Portuguese faster? How do you?
So
because at the same time, it's good that everybody speaks English. Because of that, it's your learning curve maybe. Yeah. So how you?
This is funny. So okay, first of all, I had an unfair advantage because I speak Italian. Okay. So Italian and Portuguese are pretty similar.
Yes, you're right.
So for me, it was easier. But when I started to learn Portuguese, it was when I got single. Basically, I started to date like new girls, and here there are a lot of Brazilians. They don't speak English, so I had to, I had to adapt. So I started to use an app like Duolingo.
Oh, nice.
So to understand, to learn the grammar. And I used to practice while on dating, and also on jiu-jitsu. I do jiu-jitsu, nice. So the classes are from Brazilians, and they are in Portuguese. So yeah, that's extra practice.
Yeah, it's example of this life teach us. So we were basically living. So in jiu-jitsu and meeting persons and using Portuguese.
Yes.
About food.
Yeah.
Okay, it's an important topic because Italian food is really good. My mom lives there, and the pizza, the pastas, but Portuguese food is also good, but are different. And I have a friend that lives in Italy, and he hates the way that I do pasta, but that's the way that I do pasta. So is there any issue with the food, or do you... He, for example, he needs to go to Italy, buy the pasta in Italy and bring. I don't know why he say that pasta here is not good in Italy. How is this food for you? This food and adaptation.
I'm not the right person to ask this question because I don't eat pasta, I don't eat pizza.
Oh, you are not a traditional Italian.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
So I prefer to eat meat. I prefer to eat vegetables. I follow the paleo diet. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but basically it's a diet where you just avoid dairy, you avoid legumes, you avoid cereals also. So basically, I eat a lot of fish and meat and the fruits and vegetables. And here, it's amazing. Meat is amazing, fish is amazing, vegetables are amazing. I adapted really fast here.
Now, just bring us directly to the Spartan Health.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting concept because I was thinking about that the other day. The gym is a part of your health. And today we don't have a connection between the doctor and the gene and the things that I'm eating. And as I understood, you are working with that like ecosystem of healthiness. How it works? How can I use it?
What we do basically, we sell digital programs first. So meaning workout programs and holistic programs also. For example, one of our best products is bestseller. It's a testosterone boosting program where or another one is a biohacking product, for example.
Okay.
So what we teach people is how to integrate multiple strategies that look at your life in a holistic way. So it's not just about training. It's not just going to the gym. So it's also diet, but also like lifestyle changes. For example, you need to sleep well. You need to do, I don't know, some other tactics basically just to improve your health, improve everything as a consequence.
And this started to solve a personal problem? How the idea started?
I started in 2015, so 10 years ago. And I was always passionate about going to the gym, improve my physique, etc. And I've seen, it was a long time ago, I've seen an opportunity in the Italian market because no one was selling any course about how to get in shape, not just how to get in shape, but how to build muscle. This was our first product. So it was called Body of a Spartan in English would be. So the idea is to...
Spartan is because the Greece history...
Yes, we like the idea of Spartan, the imagery, the Spartans. So I don't remember the 300 when it came out, but I think it was not much before that. So people had this concept in their mind, Spartan, it's a warrior, like a very manly man with a beautiful body, strong, etc. So it was aspirational. That's why we chose that name. And we built a course and basically that's it. But of course, it helped the fact that I was really passionate about the topic.
Yeah,
so I think it's really important in your business.
Is still a course, or you evolved it to like a more platform-based solution?
We still sell multiple courses.
Okay.
So
for individuals.
Yes. So in 21 days a challenge or whatever. So multiple courses for multiple audiences, for example, menopause women, or another one for over 40 women, another one, the testosterone one, the other one for people that want to train at home, etc., etc. So they are digital programs, video courses, etc. And we also have other programs. For example, we have the coaching. So this is the back end. So on the front end,
is this a continuous learning program, or is a course that I take? It will take like 1 month and it's done. How?
We have both. So what we sell the most is just single, like one shot. You buy this and you are good.
Okay, so it's 100% online, not physical.
Yes,
you don't
exactly.
Okay.
We don't do anything physical. Physical when it comes about products. For example, when it comes to supplements. So we have supplements as well. But for the digital programs, for the workout programs, they are only online.
And this kind of products have some like stereotype of, you are proposing that I will be a Spartan in 1 month. You know this kind of marketing, and at the same time, marketing is trying to persuade the other. How you deal with that? So manipulation versus marketing. How you are in this healthy market. So how is this dilemma for you?
Yeah, of course. So two things. First rule that we have is don't lie, of course. So we can't promise the world. And the second thing that we can't really make any specific promise. The reason why is that Facebook has its own compliance. So our main traffic source is Facebook ads, so Meta ads, and they have really strict rules about what you say, what you can say, and what you can't say.
Okay.
So basically, you have to do it the right way. There is no other way around that.
Okay. And talking about Facebook, I read you saying that you should put everything on Facebook because Facebook is the main social media platform, the main channel. But then some years later, it came Instagram, and then TikTok, and then YouTube, and then put all your efforts in one channel and not diversifying your channels. So how? Why is better to put everything in one channel instead of diversifying?
I think it's about the phases of your business. So when you start...
Facebook is still today, in your opinion, the best?
In our experience, yes. It depends on the business. We also run traffic on native, like the Bullet Brain. Don't know if you're familiar with that. Basically, it's the ads that you see inside the newspaper articles.
Yeah.
We also use
AdSense.
We also use YouTube. We use Google. And we use Meta, but we found that Meta is the most scalable one, at least in our experience with our products, etc. So, it's the main one. We don't really like to have 80% of our business depending on one single channel because it's not safe. Let's say that, but still is the best platform for us.
And this 100% online product is very scalable in terms of production, of operation.
Yeah.
So the challenge are the marketing, the most in sales. And you did a very huge scale in your project. When you discovered that you were scaling, because this is
2020.
But what happened? What it was? Now I am scaling because how can you prove that you are scaling?
So when we hit 100 new customers per day, 100 new customers per day, we realized things are getting big now.
And how was the process of having one? And how was it? It started with 1, and then 10, and then 50, or it was like from one day to another you had that?
So it was a really different period because it was 2020, and we...
How many months until you have this 100 per day users?
I think 3 weeks.
3 weeks, so it was very fast.
It was very fast, but because, again, it was 2020, people were eager for home training. They couldn't go to the gym. So what they could
so that's
do.
just timing.
So exactly. So we just created the product like very, very fucking fast. And
is it in Italian?
Yes, Italian market. Yes, we were very fast there, and the funnel was great. People did that and bought the program. So the funnel was profitable. That's the cool thing about Facebook. When you see that the numbers are positive, you just increase the budget.
Okay. So we were just creating good ads and testing
good ads and also a good funnel in general. So I mean, all the process was.
But you have salespersons calling?
No. It was super easy. So we had the ads.
Okay.
We had a quiz. So for example, you had the ad that would say, okay, find out your best home training for your own, like your specific body type. Okay, so people would click on the ad, they would go to a quiz, they would answer some questions. Okay, what's your age group? What's your goal? How much time do you have to work out, etc., etc. And at the end of the quiz, we would send them directly to a different video presentation, okay, according to their results. So we had like 4 videos, I believe, for video presentation just for men. Okay. In that case. Okay. So they would get into this video presentation. It was a 40 minutes video where we just explain everything about, okay, this is what you should do, these are the myths, and this is our solution. And then we would sell our solution or product. So everything automatic, they would just, use the...
And you have like a scale of products? I mean, the user can buy everything?
No,
or
just one. Yeah.
And no subscription, it's just...
just one, yes. And then after they bought the first program, we would present them with the upsells. Yeah, this is all very important in our marketing. We just focus on one thing at the time. And then when they buy that program, we sell them other stuff.
You didn't went to this, for example, certificates for health professionals, for example. It's for the end users, right? It's not for the someone that will work with people doing the programs, right?
That is, this is more about the certification to be, I don't know, a personal trainer. You mean
something like that. Yeah.
So we also have a program to certificate personal trainers, but it's not a big part of our business.
And you do partnerships with institutions. Who record the courses?
No, it's always us. For the certification, we have to speak. So we have like a collaboration with an institution or whatever. But we are the ones that do the course, basically.
And why you think that? Because there's a lot of options and a lot of people doing the advertisement for this kind of product, but for some reason the user choose your product. Mm-hmm. Why and what characteristics of your product are different that make
are we talking about the certification program or the other one?
The other one, for the most important,
So when we launched that product, it was it was 2020. People were looking for a at-home workout plan, and there was not a lot of competition, so we just came up and this is a specific program for your goals. So the quiz, it helped to having them understand that the program would have been personalized on their situation.
But it's only for exercise or the whole thing, like nutrition?
No, it was focused on exercise at home, and then nutrition would have been like a bonus.
Okay.
And then what happened? This worked until it didn't. So what we have done, we improved the offer. So first it was, train at home. It was like a 40-50 minutes per day workout program. But then we realized, a lot of professionals, they don't have that much time. They get bored. They don't do that. So we decided, instead of telling them train, 3 to 4 times per week for 40-50 minutes, why don't we tell them just train 18 minutes per day or 5 days per week? And we created a new offer, and that crashed again.
Yeah, this is something very common in successful business, because when you have a strategy that is working, it's a certainty that it will not work forever.
Yes.
Because everybody will know that it's working, and they start using, and you need to like find out another. That's why innovation is so important. And right now, what are you using? What is the most successful strategies right now for marketing this kind of product?
For revamping the offers, or to just selling more?
Selling more, and grow and continue growing. And
okay, so we are focusing always on the same kind of funnel. So we have ads, we have the landing page where people land after clicking on the ads, and we have quizzes also. So, find out the best thing for your body type, for your hormones, for your metabolism, or whatever. And then we have the VSL, so video sales letter, which is the video presentation. So a 40 minutes video that present the program, but it's not just, here's what you're gonna get. No, it's more like about
class.
Like you have a storytelling. You have these struggles, and this is why you have these struggles. And here's the solution, but here's why the other solutions don't work well. And here's why I created this specific solution, and it's the perfect one, especially for you. Nice. And you create this you need 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes sometimes to create a video that cover all the elements. And of course, you have to be really entertainer to get people to stick to your videos. But one of the main leverages to keep the offer like growing and be profitable even after you scale the offer by acquiring a lot of customers is to focus on the ads. So ads are really, really important today. So especially on Meta, you need to run a lot of ads. So they saturate very fast, and you need to create new variants like 10.
How many ads per day? Per week?
So per week, we try to push like 40, 50 ads in general for our offers. And most of them, they are really new ads, because we have seen that when we change just a little bit of the video, it doesn't change a lot of our results. So we really change, we really try to have different hooks and different body of the ad. And we focus more on video ads than static ads, for example, because we can create more, we can be more creative.
I have heard some criticisms about this strategy, because you are like buying customers. So being organic is cheaper because you don't need to pay for customers. How do you respond to that?
Well, to sell organically, you have to have an audience. You have to have built a huge audience. So if you have a huge audience, this is amazing. But if you want to scale your business, even though you are just starting out, like buying ads is the best thing, it's the fastest thing.
Okay, yeah. So when you say that you don't have cost for acquisition with organic content, you are like lying, because you need to build the audience.
Yes, exactly. You have a lot of work to get that audience.
Yes.
So, and other than that, we work with celebrities with millions of followers. However, we have seen that the ads, they outperform the organic.
Oh, really?
Yes, because you can get like to more people, and Facebook helps you to target like the people that really need your product.
You do the targeting like manually, or you let the Facebook choose based on what's working?
I usually don't do any manual targeting. I let Facebook do all the work.
So you created that Spartan Health, and it was doing very well, and probably you learned some things that helped you on your next venture.
Yes.
It's always about health, but like animal health.
Yes.
Yeah. Also human, because there are animals like dogs. And how this other venture works? Is like courses as well, or more?
Yeah, it's like a twin of that company, because we capitalized exactly as you said on the thing that we were.
What were the errors that you committed, Spartan, that you did not?
That we avoided in dog welfare.
The learnings.
It's a difficult answer. One of the things that we have done wrong in Spartan Health, for example, it's connected to the organic part. So we really try to crack the organic code, so to grow like an organic audience, etc., etc. So we lost a lot of efforts, but we realized that was not the thing we were good at. So we lost a lot of time with zero result, and we decided, what are we even doing? We are good with paid ads, so we should focus on paid ads, not starting to do something we don't know how to do.
Okay.
So we avoided that specific mistake on that company because we realized, we don't have the skills to do that. We don't have the time to learn the skills. So, and it was not worth, basically.
Dog welfare is the same product, the same strategy as the Spartan?
Same strategy, yes. So in that case, we sell...
but you are teaching humans to...
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah, of course. So. To help to have a better relation with the...
Yes, exactly that. It's not just about wellness.
Okay.
Actually, our bestseller programs are about how to deal with your dog. So, for example, a very common problem with dog owners is your dog pull on the leash. So it's really stressful because you want to have a walk in the park, and then you have your dog, and there's this pull on the leash, and you can't. So imagine like a really tiny woman with those big dogs. That's really painful. It's a big pain point. So that is, for example, our bestseller. So to go on, with your dog without him to pull on the leash, how to teach, to stop pulling on the leash. And another one that is really good is about, it's called how to speak his language. So how to understand what your dog really wants to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are our two bestsellers. But other than that, we also have a supplement, like a probiotic. So
a product like physical products as well.
Exactly.
And that's this is something different from the Spartan.
Well, we do have supplements in Spartan as well, but we don't have specifically products about health. For example, probiotics. So we don't have any probiotics in Spartan. All the supplements that we have, they are focused on performance. They are focused on specific results. I don't know, weight loss or building muscles. Energy, but in this case the probiotic is more focused on health. So you touch different levels, let's say that.
And this also started with a personal passion for...
In that case, it was more about an opportunity.
How you found this opportunity?
So we looked around and we said, okay, what would be the next business venture? Like pets business, it has a huge potential. So let's find someone that can be the speaker, that can be the guru of the company. And we found this woman, Cynthia, and she is a dog educator, really passionate about that. And we said, okay, let's...
So you partnered with... Yes. It was another different thing.
Yes, exactly.
And again, like these pet owners are extremely emotional for the pets, and this came to the same criticism that we are talking about, like you are doing emotional exploitation depending on the way that you are selling the product. How you do handle this dilemma? So do you think about that when you are producing the marketing content?
As I said before, our rule is never lie, because it doesn't make sense to lie. As long as you don't lie, it's difficult to push the limits. Okay, you can be, I don't know, more extreme sometimes, but you also have to be a little bit careful on how you talk, because as you said, for pet owners, their dog is like their child. So we try to avoid like really dramatic or too terroristic ways of speaking, because it's not coherent with our brand as well.
I work selling courses about artificial intelligence, and sometimes my copywriters write some things like, do our course, if not you lose your job, or something like that. It's not a lie, because if you don't learn about the new technologies, your competitors will do. But at the same time, I'm not comfortable of saying that.
I would say that copy would work actually. So
but do you have boundaries that you will never limits for the
it's more about common sense. So every time that we write something, it's going to be me or our copywriters, they just have to have a feeling about how it feels. Okay, you are reading this copy, how do you feel about that? So does it make you uncomfortable for the wrong reason, or is it okay? Does it make sense? If it makes sense, okay, it's good. Sometimes you have to push a little bit, not in a bad way, but for example, when you have to sell your product, when you're at the call to action, and you have to say, okay, listen, for example, for us supplements, we don't have like infinite stocks, so this can run out. If you can run out, we can send you the product. So it's like basic stuff.
Scarcity.
Yes, even. Scarcity, exactly. So basic stuff, not like too aggressive.
And for these supplements, you have to handle this logistics. How difficult it is to like. For me, imagine that I have to sell a physical product. It's a nightmare. Just imagine how is it in real life?
Yes, you have to have people. You have to have people. You have to have someone that constantly speaks with the warehouse, that constantly looks at the stock that you have, and speak with the producer, and everything like that. And then you have to create the labels and make sure that the labels are compliant. There is a whole world behind that.
So you built 2 products that are running in Italian mostly, but you live in Lisbon.
Yeah.
I will ask you that because this is something that I think about myself. My products are being sold in Brazil, and I live in Lisbon. And sometimes I get annoyed by that because I'm living in a place that I'm not producing. Do you think of that, or it's something that you don't care?
Well, I spend here. So
good.
Yeah,
good.
I think I'm good. As you said, the rents are very high. So,
but you have this desire of build business here. How is your relation with business in Portugal, in Lisbon? Do you have plans to do it here, or no? I will do my business outside Portugal, and I will be just live in Portugal.
Okay, so we actually translated everything in Portuguese, and we launched that in Portuguese a couple of years ago or something more. So we made some sales, I think maybe a few thousands actually. But then the business started to not be so profitable, and we were not putting enough effort because we were focused on other geos. For example, we were focused on Italy, and we said, okay, this doesn't make sense at the moment because you need to have focus to make one thing work. So we decided just to spend.
And the Italian market, it's like bigger than Portuguese market. How do you compare the markets in terms of if I want to create a new business, where I should start, in Italy or Portugal? How do you choose?
So
because you were in Italy.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. It also depends on the language that you speak, because the biggest market in the world is the American one. So if you're really comfortable with English and you're very skilled, I believe that the American market holds the most potential and the biggest opportunities. But at the time we just started with Italy because I didn't used to speak like English very well. So it was imaginable for me to run a business in the US.
I was asking about your personal red line because I read you saying something that you can learn with Goebbels, for example, the political propaganda, and use that principles in marketing. You are not like using like bad methods to achieve the goals when you say something like that. How can you learn from like Nazi propaganda principles and apply it to marketing?
Well, you can learn from anything because what it really matters is learning more about human nature. So marketing is about human nature. So you can basically analyze pretty much anything, and if you have the correct lens, it helps you to understand better the human nature, the psychology, and then you can use what you have learned to be a better communicator. Because marketing is about that. It's about communicating well. So you have an amazing product. Why are not other people buying that amazing product? Because you don't know how to communicate well. So everything about marketing, communication, psychology books, anything that you can learn, it would help you to be a better communicator so that people would understand why your product is that amazing. But of course, your product has to be that amazing because you can't like sell garbage. If you try to sell garbage, like it doesn't even make any sense. You have to have an amazing product and do anything in your power to like let people try this product, so it can change their life, improve their life, and whatever.
So you are not like someone that work with health or neither pets, yeah. So your main skill to build that products were your ability as a copywriter. Yeah. You are a renowned copywriter in Italy, and copywriting is something that are changing a lot with this AI. Yeah. So how do you use AI to do copywriting? Which solutions do you use? And
AI helps you to be faster. This is what I believe. So
not better.
It can help to be better as well, but you are limited by your own skills. So like an average copywriter can never be like an amazing copywriter with the AI. So AI can help you to be more productive. If you, I don't know, if in the past you just wrote 5 ads per day, you can now write, I don't know, 20, 30 ads per day because of AI. But if you were like an average copywriter with AI, you can't be like a superstar. This is the limit, because AI is like a slave, let's say that, and like an assistant is an assistant. So it's not like teacher.
What is the best AI tools for a copywriter?
Claude.
Top 5.
Claude.
Claude?
Yeah.
Claude AI.
Yeah.
And do you use others or just Claude?
Yeah, I use others. I use Perplexity. Perplexity to get the sources, for example. And I use ChatGPT, but ChatGPT for copywriting, just I use the new feature, the deep research feature.
Okay.
Just to get references and sources. Because the problem with Claude, it hallucinates a lot. So it makes up stuff a lot. So you have to constantly check what it says, because But when you use Perplexity, when you use ChatGPT Deep Research, it helps you to really have the right sources, especially when you talk about health, for example. It talks about fitness, you talk about wellness and pet health. You have to quote your sources, and your sources should be real, not made up by Claude.
And do you use for image generation, video generation as well, or
not much? Not much. No, we tested like the AI generated images and videos, but they didn't perform very well in our experience. We are still testing, but nothing outperforms like organic UGC kind of video.
So you basically create the content using Claude, and then you input that content in Meta, and that's how you do the ads. It's not integrated.
So what we do usually is recording video ads. So we create the scripts. We use Claude helps us, of course, and then we send the script to the creator. The creator do the video. It does the video, and then we just edit the video and we run it through Meta.
So we start this talk mentioning this digital nomad life that we have. And some of my friends thinks that I'm always on the beach, like with the laptop, working with a coconut. But usually I'm in a hurry, walking the streets and having an important call at the same time. How was the most stressful situation that you lived because you work as a digital nomad?
Well, the stressful situation is not having my team like at arm's length, So since we don't work all in an office, sometimes it's complicated. It's complicated to, having a productive team, really aligned team. And it is the worst thing about being a digital nomad, the distance.
From the team, the physical contact as well, This is especially difficult when you need to create a corporate culture.
Yes.
Yeah. So how big you are becoming, it's becoming more difficult to handle that. And some leaders that I know, they basically once a month or 2 months, they put everyone together like for a period of time.
Yeah, we do the same.
And does it work?
Yes, we do retreats once per year.
Once per year.
Yes. We do some co-working during the year, like when a specific team goes in a specific place and whatever. But with all the team is just once per year retreat, which is, I don't know, we've been to Tenerife, we've been here, we've been to Egypt last year, and we just gather all the team together.
I will ask about the advantages, but first, help me to demystify this laptop and coconut idea. How is the hardest part of being a digital nomad? I mean,
maybe it can be.
It's not for everyone.
Yes.
So what characteristics someone needs to have to be successful as a digital nomad?
Time management.
Okay.
Is one thing, productivity, because you're not forced in an office, so you have to build your own schedule, and you have to be good.
Do you have an ideal setup for you to work, or you can work everywhere? How is?
I can work pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. So it's a bit important ability. Yeah.
Yes, but you know what? I never work anywhere. I always work at home. So I could work.
But whatever. you could build your home everywhere.
Yes. Yeah. Kind of. But still, I like my routines. I like my space.
What are the disadvantages of this digital nomad living?
Yeah, as I said, the main thing is not to having a human connection, because if you are closed in your own office, you don't have your team to speak with, to create the culture that we spoke about before, to connect better, and this is the main.
I remember when I was growing, living with my father, my mom, they have these friends from the job, friends that working together, and I don't have this like them, because the people that I work that are not near me, so they're not friends that know my family, and this is maybe another disadvantage.
Yes.
How you fill that gap, this social gap in your life? So you join networking groups.
Yes. Okay. I'm in a lot of networking groups. Yes.
Here in Lisbon.
Yes.
Some of the best ones.
So we created
How do you find them? And how,
okay. So we have a digital nomads, basically Italian digital nomads group. So we just meet. I met a lot of people there. We have, I'm subscribed to a club, Young Business Club here, and I met a lot of amazing people there as well. And I'm inside, I don't know, I think 3 other masterminds with, I don't know, entrepreneur,
They are paid groups?
No, the others no. Young Business Club, yes, the others no. But for example, they require you to be, I don't know, an e-com business owner or a business owner. Or a business owner that is that has 7-8 figures business or whatever. So
people with similar challenges.
Yes.
Okay. And Italian based, or you are expanding international?
Yes, international mastermind. This is the beauty about Lisbon.
Exactly. Yeah, I was talk about it.
Yes, I really like that. I really like that it's really international. You don't have that kind of feeling in Italy. Maybe you can have it in Milan. But in general, it's really difficult to build this international group that you have here.
Okay, I agree. This is something very good. We have the crypto community in Lisbon, as well. Because
there are a lot of communities with foreigners. It's amazing.
Now we are going to this quick fire round.
Okay.
So quick questions and quick answers.
Yeah.
This one I just figure out right now because of that question. If you need to choose just one country, someone from one country in the world to create a company with you, what country? It cannot be Italy.
A country where to sell products?
No. You have a partner with someone that is from that country. Okay. So what is the best nationality to create a business?
The US.
Yes. Because networking?
Because of networking, yes. Networking, thinking big and everything, the really capitalistic mindset.
And there's a country that you don't do business?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Business is business.
Yeah.
And Steve Jobs or Bill Gates?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs or Elon Musk?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Okay. Yeah. So Apple or Samsung?
Apple.
Apple or Google?
Apple.
Apple. So Apple.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs. Okay. Mountains or beach?
Beach.
Snow or desert?
Desert.
And bootstrapping or venture capital?
Bootstrapping.
And grow fast or grow sustainably?
Grow fast.
A 40-hour workday or a 4-hour workday?
4.
4.
Yeah.
One public figure you'd love to debate, dead or alive?
So debating.
Yeah. It cannot be me because we are really doing that.
I'm not really sure, I don't have many people that would like to debate or even think about debating actually. So
yeah?
I wouldn't.
Or to have a conversation?
I have a conversation, of course, a lot. I don't know. Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, okay.
Elon Musk also.
Yeah.
And yeah.
A place in Lisbon that every digital nomad must know.
Oh, this amazing studio, for example.
Yeah, Creator Studio.
Yeah, Creator Studio is amazing.
Amazing. Okay, this is a hard one. Okay. Pastéis de nata or Napolitan pizza?
So as I said before, I don't eat pasta, I don't eat bread, I don't eat sugar.
Yeah, so I didn't know that.
Yeah, I wouldn't choose that. I would, but I would tell you, I don't know, Black Angus.
Do you prefer dealing with Excel spreadsheets or recording YouTube videos?
Recording YouTube videos like 100 times.
Oh yeah,
1,000 times. Yeah.
You like to record videos?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like to record videos, and that's why I have a bunch of AI doing videos for me. And this is amazing because my mother don't know that it's not AI.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah, a myth about being digital nomad. A myth.
A myth is that you can be productive while working on the beach. Yes, exactly. This is a nightmare. This is not a dream. It's a nightmare. On the beach.
The sand will go inside your laptop. Yeah, so it's not
sand and the weather, the heat, and the noise. Not that.
And a Portuguese habit that you are fully adopted.
Well, I don't know. Oh, maybe eating garlic.
I love garlic. Yes, you don't like garlic.
Yeah. They put garlic everywhere. So right now I enjoy it. Yeah.
What does Lisbon have that Italy didn't? Besides the weather,
the networking.
Oh, it's better.
The international networking that you get here, you don't have that in Italy.
Interesting.
So never found that kind of networking. Really, here it's amazing. A lot of amazing people, entrepreneurs, people that think out of the box, and they really, really love that. So in Italy, you can have an amazing networking. You can, but usually it's with Italians.
Yeah.
So you don't have many international entrepreneurs move to Italy.
That's why we are here, a Brazilian and Italian in the French space. Yes. With Ukrainian.
How international.
Yeah. If you are creating a new business in Portugal, in Lisbon, what kind of business would you create?
A new business?
If I give you like 1 million euros now to create that business.
So that's a good question. I would not...
Needs to be in Portugal.
Yes. It's like a physical store.
Physical store.
Like you mean a physical store? Because
no, a business, any business.
Any business.
Yeah.
Maybe some high-end stuff because like a lot of entrepreneurs, digital nomads, they moved here and a lot of them, they have money. So I would just create some kind of 5-star experience. It can be a spa, it can be, I don't know, a hotel or whatever.
Yeah, maybe tourism. Yeah.
No, exactly. Like something that works with the foreigners. This is what I would do.
Great.
Specific for foreigners.
I agree. Let's think about it. Yeah. Mattia, next bold goal.
So my next bold goal is to establish an 8-figure business. So we hit 8 figures in 2023. In 2024, we couldn't sustain that growth. So right now I want to get back to 8 figures and sustain that figure, that kind of growth. Yeah.
Oh, nice. You are using an Aura ring as well?
I do.
Yeah. So explain to our audience what this do.
Yeah.
Like it's a
tracker.
A smart user tracker. It's easier.
Yes.
I like to say that it's an AI ring that helps me to become healthier every day, but it's a tracker.
Yes.
Yeah, with a good app.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, but do you use it every day?
Yes.
Yes. It's really the best option in the market?
Yes, I tried others, but I find it's better.
Aura ring.
Yes.
Okay. So Mattia, it was an amazing conversation about the reality of marketing, the Spartan, growing a business, being a digital nomad, about Portugal. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Miguel, for having me.
Don't forget to like this video, share with your friends, and follow the channel. See you next time. Bye-bye. Mattia Paganelli.
Mattia
Paganelli. Mattia Paganelli.
All right.
I have one good friend of mine in Brazil is Matias.
Matias, okay.
With S and H.
It's more international. Matias is Italian.
Mattia Paganelli.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Great. Very smooth.
I agree with that idea of some business for foreigners.
Yes, because Portuguese, they don't have money in general. But foreigners, they have money. That's why their rent went up. They can afford it. Yeah. Something high-end stuff. That's it.
Interesting. And I want to see the course, but I don't know Italian.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Now is the bullshit that I will